Right, good morning everyone. It's a wave, wash my hands. Right, so I'm going to make this morning a beef goulash. So the first thing I've got is my beef diced, washed it. Got 2 pounds in weight. My carrots, got to slice those. I use 5 onions, and so what I shall be doing next is getting my onions, and they've got to now go into my cooking pots, like so. I've been doing this dish for a long time. I love making it, and I thought it's time to make it. So what I do, that's onions, that's all right. Okay, so you can use margarine, butter. I always use sort of something like that. Oops-a-daisy, knocking in a tripod. Nice large amounts of margarine, and then get this cooking. Right. Okay, so we're going to get this on the hob, and I need a nice large spoon. Large spoon, well, decent sized spoon. Okay, right, gas. Right, so what I do now is obviously get my onions nice and brown. That's going to take a little bit of time. And then paprika, yep, I use paprika. That's got to go in now. Depends obviously on your taste buds, but I personally, and so does Annette, we both like it sort of, not over spicy, but just right. Other ingredients you're going to need, I've got 3 beef cubes, I might need more because of the amount of meat. Tomato sauce, doesn't matter, I'm using Lidl's Bats, it's fine. But the first stage of the process is getting these little bad boys cooked up. What I normally do though is I get the onions obviously started to cook, then I'll add the beef, get that browned, and then what I do is cover it with water, because obviously it's going to take about 3 to 4 hours to cook. So this is the boring part, getting everything ready. You don't have to cook these like to brown, you just want to get them to start to break up. So I'm doing that nicely. Right, let me get some water ready. Turn that down a bit, that's it. Like I said, I've been cooking this for a long time, this dish. I think from what everyone tells me, I'm pretty good with it. This amount obviously is a lot, and what we do is we will freeze what we're not going to use. So obviously I'm going to cook it, then I'll leave it, and then I'll make sure it's cooking probably for another hour before we serve for dinner tonight. I will serve it with diced roast potatoes in the hot air fryer. Again, that will be done later. Right, so now I'm ready, as far as I'm concerned, to throw in the beef. Right, so I throw in my beef. Obviously, it's all diced. Into that. Okay. Just mix it all up. Then again, I'll throw in some more paprika. You've got to watch your paprika if you haven't done this dish before, because you can kill it as well. You can overspice it as such, but tomato sauce will sweeten it down, I find. You know what it's like with cooking. Everyone's got different tastes and whatever. It's taken forever to defrost. That should have been defrosted properly, this meat. Wow. That was taken out yesterday. That's it. Okay. Right. Like I say, just want to keep turning it and getting it nice and brown. And then again, I'm going to throw some more paprika in. It looks a lot, but I'm sort of trying to be a bit sensible with it. That's it. Okay. Smells quite nice. Also, I definitely recommend using a larger pot than you think you'll need, because it makes it easier. If you do a shorter pot, and you sort of put the carrots and everything in, because remember there's carrots that are going to go in, and that's going to raise the water levels up, so that can become a slight problem. Hi Paul, I see you're watching, hope you're okay. Annette just spoke to Rob. I know Isla's not there today. Right, you'll like this dish, Paul. I know you're sort of quite capable of doing a bit of decent cooking. Right, so yeah, I mean, there's only few issues I've got is some of the meat pieces look a little bit big, but what I tend to do is fish them out when they're cooking later, and if I think they're too big, just cut them in half and put them back in the pot. Right, so that looks quite nice. Okay, so right now I'm going to start adding water. Oops, Daisy, spinning it everywhere. Right, okay. Like I say, you need to cover the meats and the onions. So let's have a look. Right, that looks okay at the moment. Okay, nice. That looks nice. Right. Then stir it up. Tomato sauce. Again, down to different people's taste. Right. Again, I don't tend to measure it. I just tend to know what I want to use. And again, after it cooks for a couple of hours, you can taste it and you can put more spices. Don't put any salt in. It does not need salt because the OXO cubes will produce that. So that's not looking too bad. Right, next, let's get these little OXO cubes. Right. You don't have to break the OXO cubes up. You can throw them in solid, or if you want to break them up, you can, because they'll, after 3-4 hours, they will dissolve. I'll break them up a bit. That's one. Like I say, definitely with the 2 pounds of weight, you'll want 3. I might have to add another one later. I'm not sure yet. That's not exactly hardship. Right. That's it. Start stirring those round. It's like a witch's broth. But I think this is a great dinner, more in the winter than summer. But it's something that you can actually eat all year round if you so wish. We tend to eat it in the summer only if we've got meat left over. But this year, because of circumstances and everything else, I actually only went out and recently stocked up on the goulash beef, or diced beef as I called it really. But I brought plenty that will get us through the winter months. And like I say, if there's any left, I'll use it. And that will be it. But what I always think is a great suggestion is the fact of over cooking. Why do you want to cook like X amount? And if you cook the extra, we've all got freezers, just stick it in the freezer. Right, so carrots now. So with the carrots, I've already got them all peeled and they're obviously being washed. Slice. Don't go thin, don't go too thick. That's it, just it's not too cold. I think with everything that's going on in the world, a bit of cooking for us guys is not a bad thing. Gives the other half a break in the kitchen. And I think when someone else has cooked you a nice meal, it's appreciated. Right, and for me, I've been cooking such a long time. I'm not the best cook, but I'm definitely not the worst. And I make a mistake every now and then, that's fine. It happens. Right, so let me get some of these carrots in now. Right. Because like I say, when you put the carrots in, obviously the water level is going to rise, and that's why I suggested getting a bigger pot than you think you'll need. Saves any spillage. Sound quite professional here, don't I? Cutting these carrots. I wish. Right, a couple more to be cut up. So start getting carrots obviously under the water, give it a nice spoon like so. But I think with the goulash, I think a definite 3 to 4 hours is your cooking time on the gas hob, because what's going to happen once everything's in the pot and it's boiled, obviously you bring it down and just let it cook really slow on the low lights, and you'll find you don't have to have it in full blast. So if you had to go out and leave it, you could actually, you can cook this in a pressure cooker, I guess. I've never actually done it in a pressure cooker. I've always done it this way, but you never know, next time I might make it in a pressure cooker. You could, I suppose, also cook it in the oven. Again, I've never done it like that, I've just done it this way. I don't even know why, but I have. But it works, because I think the most important thing with any dish is that people enjoy it. And people say that's lovely and can I have more? So that's it. So that's all the carrots in now. But you can see that's quite a lot of ingredients. I mean, it's a big pot, so you do really actually quite, well, I think you do need a big pot really. I mean, this is just the two of us tonight, but we'll freeze it up in containers. And then if there's any spare potatoes, again, they can be frozen. Believe it or not, yep, they come out quite nice when you hot air fry your potatoes. So now let's put some more tomato sauce in. Right, I have probably used nearly half. I'll probably use all of this today. But like I say, until it starts cooking and I can taste it, you know, I shall decide at the last minute. Right, so that's that. And then looking at it, again, I've been cooking it a long time, guys. A bit more paprika. But that's it now. Right, so that's it. So that's all, right, all prepared. And now, just got to leave it to cook. I'll do a video later when it's all done. But so that's going to now take, what time is it? 12. So I'm going to let this cook to about 2:30. Taste it, add anything else I sort of think it needs, and then if we're eating dinner say about 6, I'll put it back on about 5ish, cook it for another hour, and again spike it up and do whatever is needed. Right, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care, Paul. See ya. Bye everyone.